Hi, my name is Carrie.
And I am Skip, and we have been asked to share with you how we came to Westminster and what we like about our church. It's interesting, it was 3 years ago this November that we became members of the church. Our former church was going through a change which dramatically changed its ecumenical outreach as well as its scriptural interpretations. So we knew we needed to make a change, but where? We knew of Westminster and its open hearts and open minds approach to Christianity. It has always had a great reputation in the Greenville community for its generous community outreach. These are the exact things that our former church was abandoning. We knew quite a few of its members, so we would see familiar faces when we would come to church. So we decided to attend a couple services, and we knew right away that this was the right church for us. So we became members in the next membership class.
I have volunteered at United Ministries for over 10 years and connected with Westminster Church volunteers on many occasions. Through them, I recognize that we have many common community visions and faith experiences. Joining the Westminster family seemed like a natural faith progression. At United Ministries, I work with homeless people at a day shelter called Place of Hope, providing showers and laundry services to folks living in their cars or on the streets. One memorable volunteer was somebody we simply called Doc, Dr. Bill Kellett. He encouraged hesitant participants to get flu shots, and as long as he could, he administered them himself. He passed away in 2016 and should be remembered as someone with a true servant's heart, an inspiration and a friend to the downtrodden and to everybody in our community. We also began volunteering at Meals on Wheels in 2008, shortly after we moved here from Michigan. We deliver meals in the Brandon Mills neighborhood to clients who struggle with gentrification concerns and the challenges of living in a food desert. We were delighted to learn that Westminster Pres was the first home of Meals on Wheels, and they used our church kitchen for more than 20 years. The phrase, "whatever you have done unto the least of these," comes from Matthew 25:40, and it means that when you help or show compassion to those who are vulnerable, you are acting as if you were doing it to Jesus himself.
Beyond the aforementioned ecumenical outreach and open hearts and open minds, there were several things that I discovered once we became church that we are very enthusiastic about. First off is the adult Sunday schools. The topics presented are timely and generally taught by staff and by outside professionals. We just finished a 5-week series on white Christian nationalism that was taught by 3 Furman professors. Also, I wondered about how we would fit into such a very large church. Obviously, you have the normal things such as retreats and Sunday school classes and other lectures, but we were really enthusiastic about the very large events that gave us the opportunity to meet with other church members. Specifically, we really liked the suppers with 7, the shrimp boil, and even the donuts after the service in the summertime. Although I have to admit that I have to watch my diet after I've had a donut or 2 on Sundays. Finally, I really like the younger aspect of all of our members, including a large number of children that attended church and all of its activities. This younger group brings enthusiasm to the church that would be missing if the church population were older. Today, we have such great demands on everyone's budget. Inflation remains high, especially in the groceries. Will we lose jobs through layoffs that are happening in other parts of the country? Government programs supporting social needs are being eliminated or cut, hurting families directly or indirectly. Nonprofits are even more dependent on individual giving. So much demand and so little money. Families also are very busy, so finding time to volunteer and provide support if something outside the family is very difficult. So how did we decide how to support Westminster? We seriously look at how important it is in our lives, both secularly and spiritually. Then we allocate our limited resources in time and money appropriately. We hope that you do the same and support Westminster in the same manner. Thank you, and God bless.